Welcome back to another episode of the Paul Nicholls Podcast Show. In today's episode, we're going to be covering 3 traffic methods that you can use to grow your online business fast. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 different methods that I have used in my own business over the last 17 years to grow different aspects of my business, and you can use these in your own. These are methods that I've used and I know they work. They work extremely well, so you can use these yourself. And method number 3 is something that has added a lot of extra growth to my business over the years. So this is something that you seriously do want to consider using. So this is method number 3. They're all really good methods. In fact, 2 of them are completely free and 1 of them is a paid method. So let's dive in. So when it comes to traffic, of course, it is very important for you to be using traffic methods in your online business. But the problem is, which methods do you use? There's so many methods out there, so many different strategies, so many different things that you can use. It can get very, very difficult to actually figure out what you should be using, because people are telling you to do all these different things: social media, articles, SEO, paid traffic. There's all these different methods out there. What do you actually use? Well, I'm going to share with you 3 methods that have worked for me. So method number 1, this is video content. So what I'm doing right now, I have found this has worked for me very well over the last 17 years. In fact, my first YouTube video was back in about 2007, so a long time ago. And although YouTube was still quite big back then, it isn't anywhere near as big as it is now. Not only that, but you've got all these other platforms that have started as well, that have come up. So video content and video platforms are massive. So if you're not creating content in video form in your business, then in my opinion, you are getting left behind, because video is what people are conditioned to expect. And it isn't just about creating content in video form and just leave it at that. The reason why videos are so important is because you're able to build good trust and good credibility and good relationships with your audience. And this is why so many people do it. So it's not just a case of people jump on a bandwagon and just create content in video form because that's what they're told. There's many reasons behind it, and some of them are, as I just said, it helps you to build credibility because people get to see your face. You can build a lot of trust with your audience as well. So if you've got any services or anything that you're trying to sell in your business, or anything that you're trying to do in your business, then creating trust and credibility are very, very important. And you can do that quite easily through video. So trust and credibility is definitely something that you can generate through video content. And not only that, but I find that video is so important now. So many people are just conditioned to expect video. If you're not actually on video, then I truly believe that you are being left behind. Because all of your competition, most other people are creating videos in one way or another, whether that's going to be YouTube, whether it could be some kind of private members area where they've got content in there. It's just the way the internet is at the moment. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in 20, 30 odd years time, if the internet is even still here. But at the moment, video content is very important. It's been important for a long time, and I can't see it going anywhere. I mean, there might be some, I would say, additions to be made to video. So it could be a case of live streams could become more important as we progress, as we move forward. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is video content has proved to be a massive part of building my business over the last 17 years. And many other people would also agree. So if you do want to generate traffic and you're trying to grow any type of audience, then I strongly recommend video. And I know that it can be a little bit intimidating at first. It's one of them things where if you just dive into it and start to learn and make mistakes, then at some point you are going to get better, and you can just make tweaks, make adjustments to your videos, and just get more confident when you go on camera. But it is difficult when you start. I'm not going to lie. If you've never made a video in your entire life, then yeah, it can be a little bit intimidating, depending what you've done previous. You know, maybe you've made videos before. It's very difficult for me to know exactly what everyone's situation is, but all I will say is just dive in and just start making videos. The worst thing that can happen is that you make some mistakes, and then you learn by them mistakes in the next videos that you make, and then you just progress from there. So video content, yeah, very, very important. And it's also how I've delivered a lot of my products over the years as well. Most of my courses over the years have been video, in the form of video. So although videos are good to create traffic, like generate traffic in your business, you can also use video to then create your products as well. So in video form. One of the other things I will say is when I say create videos to generate traffic, it is important to, as I've said, to create videos, but you can also distribute your videos around the web to different places. It's not all about YouTube. Like, you may be watching this video on YouTube, or this could be a podcast. And that's another thing I was going to say is you can then convert your videos into podcasts. So this particular video that I'm making right now will be in the form of a podcast as well. So all you do is just you edit the video, and then you can then create a MP3. You can just create a podcast and then upload that to a podcast platform. So then that gives you more content out on the web. So some people will want to download your content and then listen to it in the car. Other people may just want to watch this video like right here, maybe either on YouTube. I've got other video platforms that I use as well. But the bottom line is video content does work. So it's very, very important. I would definitely use it. There's no better time to start than just right now. So if you're not very experienced, if you're a little bit unsure about what to do, just start making videos. The worst thing that can happen is that you make a few mistakes, but then you can learn by your mistakes as you progress, as you move forwards. So yeah, video content, definitely very important. In fact, I would say that's probably one of the best free traffic methods out on the web at the moment. Video content, very, very good. And like I said, you can convert the videos to podcasts after. And that is, this is for a whole new episode, but it's all about when you create your content, it's all about making the most use of your content. So it's no good you just making one video for content, because what I do, and I will share my content strategy with you at some point in the future in another episode, but I create my episodes and then I distribute those episodes in various different locations around the internet. So one video that I've made, I can then use like a dozen more times all around the internet. It's like unique content. So yeah, creating videos, a great way to generate traffic in your business. So method number 2. So moving on. Method number 2 is, can you guess what it is? This is a paid method. This is a paid method that you can use, and it is very easy to use. These are called solo ads. You might be wondering to yourself, what on earth are solo ads? Well, so we've gone through video content, method 1, method 2, solo ads. So you might be wondering, what are solo ads? Well, it's really, really simple. In fact, it's one of the most simple ways you can generate traffic on the internet. It is a paid method, but it is really simple. So all you do is you find someone in your industry that has an email list. Yeah, find someone in your industry that has products that they are selling and they have an email list. and then you send an email to that person. You may find these people on Facebook groups. It could be in Google. It could be on some other kind of directory. Wherever it is, that's not important at the moment. But once you locate these business owners, what you can then do is you can buy a solo ad from their email list. Now, I will just say, not everyone wants to sell a solo ad to their list, okay? You're not going to get 100% conversion. So every person that you contact, not all of them will want to sell you an ad, but some of them do. Yeah, and this works in most industries across the internet, most industries. Because what it is, some people have got these massive email lists in a particular market or a niche or an industry. And they've got so much traffic coming in. They've got all these different people on the email list. They don't always get the time to try to monetize that email list. They won't always have time to send offers to it and try to make sales and profits from that email list. Like I said, that everyone that you contact, they're not all going to offer you a solo ad so you can buy a solo ad, but some of them will. And this is how solo ads work. So going back to what I just said, so you buy an email blast, you can call it a blast, an email. So that person will send an email to their email list and you pay for the traffic that they send you. So you just give them the link. You give them the link to your landing page. So this is the email list of the other person. You give them a special link, and then when they send the traffic, this is your landing page. So your landing page here. So what happens is, and this has got to be a free offer, this is not a paid offer, so your landing page. So what happens is, let's say you buy an ad, it might cost you $500, yeah, for say 1,000 clicks. So when I say clicks, that generally means how many people will click the link within the email in the other person's email list. They will then click the link, which will be your link that you give to the person to put in the email. They come to your landing page, and then you're now building your email list. So depending on the market, depending on the industry, depending on the person, depending how big the email list is, depending how good quality the people are on the list, there's all these different variables to consider. The bottom line is, this is how solo ads work. So you buy an ad of someone, and then they will email their email list and then send that traffic to you. And that's basically how it works. Now, this is a really simple way to just generate traffic. This is a direct advertisement, okay? So you're going to be talking to the person yourself, or you could have someone else do it, but I'm just trying to keep things dead simple right now. You speak to the person that has the business. You ask them if they would be willing to sell an ad to their email list. You can word it however you like. If they're willing to sell some advertising space to their email list, you can then ask them how much money they want for one email. And then you can give them your link to your landing page, and then you can show them exactly what you're giving away for free. Now, of course, whatever you give away on your landing page has to be relevant to the email list that they send the email to. Yeah. So whichever market or industry or business you're in, this is how you can generate traffic to your landing page. Of course, this is a paid method. Yes, it's a paid method. It's not free. However, if you sort of think outside the box a little bit, you can go to Google, you can search around, speak to various people within your industry, and you can get quite friendly with people, and you could even maybe create a little bit of a list of people that you have already contacted, and you can create a little bit of a relationship with these vendors, with these product owners and business owners, and you could maybe have some kind of a deal where you get a monthly advertisement sent out, or maybe quarterly. Just depends what sort of advertisement that you're actually interested in and what type of deal that you actually want. Of course, it comes down to budget as well, how much you're willing to spend. Do you only have a $200 budget? Is your budget $500? Is it $1,000? But this is a good way to generate traffic without you having to go through a third-party platform. Because one of the problems that I've found, and I've suffered from this myself in the past, is when people say to you, "Oh, go out there and create some ads and get paid traffic, use paid traffic and then send traffic to your landing page." That's all well and good, but when you sign up to a lot of these different platforms, there's a lot of moving parts. It's a very steep learning curve. There's a lot of things that you have to learn. You have to know how to create the ads. You've then got to have this banner sometimes in place. You've then got to put words in a certain area. Make sure that you're, getting the most bang for your buck from these particular advertisement platforms. With solo ads, this is a little bit of an old school way to do it, but you're in complete control. You can give them the link. They will send out an email for you, and generally they will tell you when they're going to do it. And then they send traffic to your link that you give them, and then you build your email list. It's really simple. You don't need to be any type of expert at creating copy or creating ads or creating massive click-throughs, because when you do it like this, there's no incentive, there's no massive incentive for you to create a highly converting piece of text like you would have to do if you wrote an ad. Because if you buy an ad off someone else, it's going to be up to them to send you X amount of clicks. So let's say if you paid $500, the person you bought the ad off has to deliver on what you've purchased. So if you give them $500 and they say to you they're going to send you 1,000 clicks to your landing page, then that's what they have to deliver. Whereas when you use normal paid traffic platforms, it's up to you to actually create a high converting ad with really good copy and using text and links and everything in the colors where people will want to click through. And you could quite easily burn through a lot of money just in the testing phase. So this is why I say solo ads are a good way for you to just cut through all of the testing. Don't worry, you don't need to do any of that. You just contact people. Of course, there's pros and cons to everything you do. Yeah, I'll always say that. Of course, with the solo ad strategy that I'm showing you right now, you will have to contact people, but a simple email is fine. You can just grab the email from their website. Most websites have got contact us at the bottom. If it's a Facebook page, you can message them through Facebook. Even a YouTube channel, you could message them through YouTube via their message platform, whatever it is. But these are ways that you can generate traffic by thinking outside the box, not necessarily going to these normal popular traffic platforms and buying traffic through these platforms, because there is a learning curve. And I know myself, it can be very, very difficult. There's some people out there that are really good at generating traffic and writing ads and copy. Yeah. But it's not easy. It takes a lot of practice, the same as a lot of things. So this is one of the easiest ways that you can generate traffic and paying for traffic, but there's very few moving parts. So solo ads is something that you can use. If you want to go and use it, you can. And there's all different ways how you can find solo ads in your industry. As I said, you can just go through Google, just search through Google and put in your keywords and look at all the different websites. That's one of the ways that I've used in the past to find people in my industry. But there are also Facebook groups, Facebook pages that sometimes give you actual solo ads as well that you can go and purchase. So there's lots of different ways to do it, but that's the main way to do it. That's the general concept. It works really well, and if you do a little bit of work and do things a little bit different to most people, you can get some very, very good results. I have myself before. So that's method number 2, solo ads. So moving on, so the last methods. So this is actually one of my favorite methods. As I said to you earlier at the start of today's episode, method 3 is actually my favorite. Now, just before I show you method number 3, if you do want to get lots more traffic methods and you're really struggling to get enough traffic in your business and you just want to know lots more free traffic methods that you can use, then I've actually put together a free guide for you. So if you go to coffeeshopincome.com/traffic, that's coffeeshopincome.com/traffic, I've put together a completely free report for you, which will give you over 27 free traffic strategies that you can use in your own business. This is a completely free report that I've put together for you. Now, some of these methods in this report are completely out there. They are way, way different to the things that you would ever think about doing online or on the internet to get traffic to your business. And they are really, really good. So if you want to get the traffic report, so all you have to do is just go over to coffeeshopincome.com/traffic. And then when you go to that page, enter your email, and then I will send you the report to your email address. And if you are watching this on video, then the link to the free traffic report will be below the video. So if you're watching this on one of our video platforms, YouTube, anywhere else, then the link will be below. But if you're listening to this on our podcast, then just go to coffeeshopincome.com/traffic. So moving on, method number 3. So this is the big one. This is the one that a lot of people, I actually think most people don't realize how powerful this is. Affiliates. Affiliates are people that send you traffic to your product. So the way this works is you do need a product to sell on the internet. So whatever market or industry that you're in, you create an offer, you create a product. Obviously it has to be good. Yeah. Create an offer and then open up an affiliate program. And you can do this on most of the marketplaces out there. The way you're going to attract affiliates is you will need an offer which of course is good. Yeah. You're also going to need a sales page which is proven to convert. So as long as you have those two things, you will attract affiliates. So we'll go through that again. So the number one thing you need is a product, a good product to sell on the internet. And you can then create an affiliate program. But all you have to do is just put it onto a marketplace. There's lots of different marketplaces out there. We won't go over them right now, but there's lots of marketplaces out there. And then the second thing is make sure your sales page is good. It's two things. That's all you need. A good product and a good sales page. And if you've got those two things, then people will want to promote it. Because if it converts well and it's a good product, there's no reason why people won't want to promote it. The only reason why people probably won't want to promote it is because perhaps they don't trust you that much in it, but maybe you're quite new in your industry. And that's one of the reasons why you may not get many affiliates jump on if you are quite new. But that's not a reason not to do it. Still put your product out there on the marketplace, open up the affiliate program so people can promote it. And what happens is, as a result of this, is people will promote it and send you customers. They will send you buyers and customers to your business, and you can build your email list, you can build your business. And this is one of the easiest ways to grow a good business. I've been doing this for, I would say, over a decade. So I've made lots of different products over the years. And all I do is make sure the course is good. I then create a good sales page and make sure I've got an affiliate program. And some people will just want to promote it. And what happens is people will start to send you customers. They're going to start to send you buyers and customers. And what that means for you is that you're building your business with customers and buyers for completely free. So it's a bit of a no-brainer. So this is why this is one of the best free traffic methods out there. And it's free. Of course you need a product. Of course you need a sales page. But if you're going to be creating products anyway to sell in your own business, to maybe sell to your current customers, then you might as well have an affiliate program. And if you do that, people are going to be sending you customers and buyers for completely free. Same as anything, as you become a little bit more popular and as people trust you a little bit more, you may get more affiliates on board. But this is something that I've been doing for many, many years, and other people do it, but I'm just saying this is one of my favorite free traffic methods. It's completely free. So people will just sign up, they'll promote your stuff, you will give them a cut of the commissions. This is just standard, yeah? So when they refer someone to your product, so let's say you sold the course for $27, yeah? And let's say you're giving them 50% commission, yeah, for every sale. They are going to make, although 50% would be $13.50, yeah, that's 50%, but by the time the fees and everything come out, they might end up with like $12, yeah? So you make $12 and they make $12, and you've made $12 and you've just got a brand new customer in your business for doing absolutely nothing at all. This is one of the best traffic methods out there. And a lot of people don't realize the power of affiliates. Of course, you need to create the product in the first place, and there's things you have to do. Of course, that's just part and parcel of this actual strategy, of this traffic strategy. But you don't do this as a traffic method, so to speak. You do it to create a product. But as a result of doing this, you're able to generate customers for completely free, because people will send you customers. I mean, this is just one example. It might not be $27. It could be $97, and you give them 50% on $97. So you're giving them $40 odd commission, and you also make $40 odd commission for doing absolutely nothing. So it's a good traffic method to use. Definitely go and use it. And if you're not using it right now, and maybe you can't use it right now, at least remember this traffic method, and at least bear this in mind as you progress and as you move forward, because this is definitely something that will help you build your business much, much faster. So let's go over these three methods that we've covered so far in today's episode. So method 1 is the video content, method 2 solo ads, and method 3 affiliates. I will be honest, over the last 17 years I've used all of these many, many, many times. I'm not going to say which one I prefer or which one is the best. They all serve a purpose at different parts and different times in your business. Solo ads will work at any point, at any time. Affiliates will work whenever you create and launch new products and new training within your business. You can put it onto some type of marketplace, open the affiliate program, and people will send you customers. And you can sometimes, quite often, make sales and generate extra income by people just sending you traffic. Or you could be a bit more strategic and you could give people 100% of the commission, because at the end of the day, the customer is the most important. The money is secondary. Just remember that. The most important thing, because gaining a customer is a lot more valuable than it is for you to just make 12 or 15 bucks. and video content is a great way to generate completely free traffic in your business. So those are the 3 methods that you can use. Go and use them, because I know for a fact all 3 of these work. I've used these over the last 17 years countless times, hundreds and hundreds of times. I've created a lot of video content over the years. In fact, this is what I'm doing right now. I still create video content even right now. Solo ads. I've used many solo ads over the years, and some of them have performed brilliantly, others not quite so good. But some of them, it's sometimes a bit hit and miss. You can get good solo ads, you can get other ones that aren't quite so good. But as you do solo ads more, you will sort of have or come up with your own little sort of system, and you can start to master your own solo ad system so that you get used to asking the right type of questions, and you know how to source the best types of business owners that are going to give you the best quality traffic. So they are a very, very good method. Takes a little bit of learning. Of course, you need to contact the business owner personally, and just go to the contact us link. Doesn't matter where you contact them. Could be from their website, could be from a social media page. It doesn't really make too much difference. The bottom line is you can use solo ads to build your business, and also affiliates. So there we go. 3 good traffic methods that you can use in your own business starting from this week. So thanks for watching today's episode. See you in the next one. Take care.